From the deck of the National Geographic Endurance, our journey turns inland to Saunders Island, one of the Falklands' wild and storied outposts. Waiting on the pier is our expedition leader, Russ Evans. Though his life now spans oceans and polar seas, this Saunders Island is where his story began. We visit his family, islanders whose roots run deep in this soil. A sixth-generation Falkland Islander, Russ knows every rise and gully of these lands. Today, we walk in his footsteps. Our path turns personal. Here, horses are not a luxury, but a necessity, trusted companions in the daily work of the farm. Generations of islanders have relied upon them to cross wide pastures, to guide their flocks, and to endure the relentless Falklands weather in a place where machines falter and weather dictates its own terms. Russ's cousin takes the reins, continuing a tradition as old as the farm itself. Horse and rider move with quiet authority, a partnership built on patience and trust. At her side, the true specialist of the operation, the sheepdog, tireless, focused, and brimming with energy, it requires no speech to know its task. A glance, a whistle, and it's off. In a heartbeat, the dog is away, swift, precise, instinct honed through generations. The flock bends and flows as though guided by an unseen hand. Together, horse, rider, and dog form a partnership as enduring as the island itself, remains as vital today as it was centuries ago. At the entrance to the shearing shed, a formidable guardian awaits, sleek, black, and implacable. It surveys all who pass. And with the guardian's blessing, the work of shearing may begin. Inside the shearing shed, light filters through gaps in the walls. The air hums with movement and sound. The sheep are gathered, restless under their heavy fleeces, waiting to be freed. At the heart of the work is Russ Evans himself. A sixth-generation Falkland Islander, he knows this practice as part of his heritage. This is a craft of strength, endurance, and respect. A reminder that before the sea carried him to the ends of the earth, Russ's first lessons in labor came here, bent low over the animal in his arms. Russ moves with calm efficiency, guiding the sheep. Every movement is precise, firm enough to control, but careful enough to avoid harm. The shears hum, the wool parts, and with each practice stroke, the fleece rolls away in a single continuous sheet. The sheep emerges lighter, unburdened, ready to return to the hills. Amid the hum of the shed, another familiar figure takes her place, Russ's mother. With practiced ease, she spreads the wool wide, revealing its weight, its warmth, its value. In her hands, it is more than fiber. It is a harvest of the hills, a link between island soil and distant markets. For decades, she has worked these fleeces, each one the product of seasons spent under Falkland skies. Every fleece carries both utility and heritage, and with it, the pride of a family that has shaped and been shaped by this land. As the work of the day draws to a close, the rhythm shifts from labor to celebration. On the beach, a feast begins to take shape, and it is not islanders alone who prepare it, but the culinary team of the National Geographic Endurance itself. The ship's chefs and cooks have come ashore, trading galley for shoreline, to turn the day into something memorable. Not all guests, however, are invited. The striated Caracara is an audacious opportunist. Intelligent, inquisitive, and utterly unafraid, it patrols the margins of our feast, testing the patience of cooks and the reflexes of diners, a reminder that here the wild is never far and never shy. For us, the day deepened by the welcome of the Evans family, and enriched by the insight of Russ himself. This is the gift of shared journeys that work and wonder give way to fellowship, and that even in the wildest places, a meal can bind us together. This is the Falklands, enduring, resilient, and alive with stories